So we're here celebrating International Women's Day and Women's History Month by celebrating and showcasing the amazing women in the tech industry. So we're here with Claire. Claire, would you like to introduce yourself?
So hi everyone, Claire Milner. I've been in the tech industry for maybe longer than I want to admit, let's say over 20 years. Currently, I'm the Senior Vice President for EMEA for a company called Kinexus, which is a Canadian software company in supply chain.
Do you think it's been any different, unique to you being a woman?
I don't know. I think I've always been a woman in a predominantly male industry, and I kind of I've always just learned to get on with it. I think over time you become more and more aware that there's maybe less women in the positions that you're moving into than before. Certainly at the beginning of my career in Oracle, there were a lot of women in sales, so maybe I just didn't notice that it was more predominantly male. I think also I was lucky that I grew up around a big family. A lot of them were boys, and I played professional basketball before I got a proper job. And again, a lot of my extended family or basketball kind of friends were kind of I call them my brothers. So I guess I kind of I'm just used to being in that environment.
Yeah.
No, I had some great mentors when I was Oracle that were men and women that helped me develop a lot of more self-confidence in my own ability. I think you need those kind of mentors in life in general. Since then, I've worked with some really amazing business coaches that really help you develop your own skills and develop your own voice, that have become increasingly valuable and now friends as we move forward. So
yeah.
I think there's lots of them. I don't think I couldn't name one without upsetting maybe some others. Like I said, I've had a lot of, I've been really lucky to have some really amazing managers and leaders that saw potential in me that I didn't necessarily see in myself, and kind of helped me realize the potential I had to move up into the job that I've got now. And whether that's pushing or provoking you to do that, I think you have to search those people out, as well as the ones that that you're lucky enough. Before, I think it happened by pure coincidence and luck. I got a job, I got a leader that just by complete coincidence was a really amazing person and wanted to get the best out of you. And then you realize over time, sometimes you have to go and search out those kind of people, because you don't always necessarily naturally work for them, but they exist somewhere in the company, or there are lots of, like I say, business coaches that are also there to help you do that.
How do you see things changing in the industry? Do you see more women coming in?
Yeah, I think more and more, and not just in sales either. Actually, I think there's the increasing amounts of people in the technology side of being in a technology company. So seeing people in product development and engineering and professional services, there's a massive amount of women now in those roles, which are far more technically orientated than being in a sales role, and that's amazing to see. And I guess it's I'm trying to do my best to help encourage women as much as possible, to encourage your inner geek. And if you do like science and technology, that there's lots of interesting roles out there for them to get their hands on.
Definitely. Are there any women in the public eye that you find an inspiration? Could be anyone.
Oh, there's lots. But a lady I was listening to this morning on a TED talk is someone called, and I'm going to mispronounce her name, so I apologize for that, is Angela Ahrens, who was the ex-Burberry CEO and worked for Apple. And she talks a lot about how she's put transformation in organizations together, and it's it's really about how you create a level of energy and excitement across the people to give them hope and to develop trust, like words that you don't often hear in business that are so increasingly important to be a good and effective leader. I think she's taken that to a whole new level, and it's quite inspiring.